Welcome to Genius Hub, the right destination for human capacity development, skills acquisition, and empowerment. Genius Hub is a human capital development organization with offices across Nigeria and Africa, and with a strong presence in Lagos, Kano, Edo, and Rwanda. With a vision to improve lives and empower knowledge, Genius Hub prides itself in providing services and training to over 17,000 persons in over 49 TVET entrepreneurship, employability, and digital skills such as basic literacy skills, graphics design, website development, digital marketing, filmmaking, and many more. Genius Hub is committed to promoting MSME growth and visibility through incubation, acceleration, startup development services, as well as tech-driven interventions, including training and capacity building in digital marketing, basic digital literacy, product photography, social media marketing, financial management, search engine optimization, and more. Through NYTV, Genius Hub reaches out to train aspiring creatives in the areas of photography, cinematography, editing, lighting, and many more. Welcome to Genius Hub, the right destination for human capacity development, skills acquisition, and empowerment. Genius Hub is a human capital development organization with offices across Nigeria and Africa, and with a strong presence in Lagos, Kano, Edo, and Rwanda. With a vision to improve lives and empower knowledge, Genius Hub prides itself in providing services and training to over 17,000 persons in over 49 TVET entrepreneurship, employability, and digital skills such as basic literacy skills, graphics design, website development, digital marketing, filmmaking, and many more. Genius Hub is committed to promoting MSME growth and visibility through incubation, acceleration, startup development services, as well as tech-driven interventions, including training and capacity building in digital marketing, basic digital literacy, product photography, social media marketing, financial management, search engine optimization, and more. Through NYTV, Genius Hub reaches out to train aspiring creatives in the areas of photography, cinematography, editing, lighting, and many more. Welcome to Genius Hub, the right destination for human capacity development, skills acquisition, and empowerment. Genius Hub is a human capital development organization with offices across Nigeria and Africa, and with a strong presence in Lagos, Kano, Edo, and Rwanda. With a vision to improve lives and empower knowledge, Genius Hub prides itself in providing services and training to over 17,000 persons in over 49 TVET entrepreneurship, employability, and digital skills such as basic literacy skills, graphics design, website development, digital marketing, filmmaking, and many more. Genius Hub is committed to promoting MSME growth and visibility through incubation, acceleration, startup development services, as well as tech-driven interventions, including training and capacity building in digital marketing, basic digital literacy, product photography, social media marketing, financial management, search engine optimization, and more. Through NYTV, Genius Hub reaches out to train aspiring creatives in the areas of photography, cinematography, editing, lighting, and many more. Welcome to Genius Hub, the right destination for human capacity development, skills acquisition, and empowerment. Genius Hub is a human capital development organization with offices across Nigeria and Africa, and with a strong presence in Lagos, Kano, Edo, and Rwanda. With a vision to improve lives and empower knowledge, Genius Hub prides itself in providing services and training to over 17,000 persons in over 49 TVET entrepreneurship, employability, and digital skills such as basic literacy skills, graphics design, website development, digital marketing, filmmaking, and many more. Genius Hub is committed to promoting MSME growth and visibility through incubation, acceleration, startup development services, as well as tech-driven interventions, including training and capacity building in digital marketing, basic digital literacy, product photography, social media marketing, financial management, search engine optimization, and more. Through NYTV, Genius Hub reaches out to train aspiring creatives in the areas of photography, cinematography, editing, lighting, and many more. Welcome to Genius Hub, the right destination for human capacity development, skills acquisition, and empowerment. Genius Hub is a human capital development organization with offices across Nigeria and Africa, and with a strong presence in Lagos, Kano, Edo, and Rwanda. With a vision to improve lives and empower knowledge, Genius Hub prides itself in providing services and training to over 17,000 persons in over 49 TVET entrepreneurship, employability, and digital skills such as basic literacy skills, graphics design, website development, digital marketing, filmmaking, and many more. Genius Hub is committed to promoting MSME growth and visibility through incubation, acceleration, startup development services, as well as tech-driven interventions, including training and capacity building in digital marketing, basic digital literacy, product photography, social media marketing, financial management, search engine optimization, and more. Through NYTV, Genius Hub reaches out to train aspiring creatives in the areas of photography, cinematography, editing, lighting, and many more.
Hello, everyone. You're welcome to Genius Hub webinar series. And today we are going to be having something really, really exciting and that is of very great importance to all of us. And today we are going to be talking about the VAPP law and its benefits. The Violence Against Persons Prohibition Law in Edo State and in Nigeria. We are going to be exposing us to what the law is about, and we are going to major on the benefits. We are going to talk about how people having knowledge of the law can access information and can use what we already have, that is benefits of this law. So our guest today is Violet Olumesi. She is the FIDA president for Edo State. I think she's backstage. Please, madam, you are backstage. You can bring her in now. She can start. And she is the president of FIDA in Edo State. My name is Obehi Okweabele. I welcome all of us to Genius Hub webinar series. Our host, I bring you greetings from our host, is Simeme White, who is the founder, chief innovation officer of Genius Hub. This is a Genius Hub sponsored webinar series, and we bring you information on how our MSMEs can scale and how they can grow. And we are going to be talking about the Persons Prohibition Act today, the law that will be of benefits to our business persons, how they can leverage on the knowledge of the law to promote their businesses, and how they can free themselves from little entanglements that have otherwise become setbacks onto them. And so we have the FIDA president who will be talking to us today. Madam, if you are backstage, you can come in now. Okay, our guest is here, Violet Olumese. She is the FIDA president for Edo State. Oh, thank you very much for joining us. Can you hear me? You are muted, madam. Can you hear me? She's a very busy woman. They have a lot of cases they are attending to. So she just took out this time to be with us. We do not take your time for granted. Thank you very much for taking this time to be with us. Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you very well.
Okay, and I can also hear you very well. Thank you for joining us. Oh, please, can you just tell us a little bit about yourself, ma'am?
Yes, good afternoon, everyone. I am Violet Olumese. I'm a Benin woman married to an Asian man, both from Edo State. I work with the House of Assembly as the Director of Legal Services in Edo State House of Assembly. I was a past vice chairman of MBA. I was also a past vice chairperson of FIDA, and I'm currently the chairperson of Federation Internationale de Abogadas. Thank you. And I have a son and a wonderful husband.
Oh, thank you so much, Federation Internationale. Well, welcome. Thank you. Like I said, we do not take your time for granted. And so our topic today is the VAPP law and its benefits. So can you just tell us a little bit about the VAPP law before we go into how it's going to be of benefit to us?
Yes, the VAPP law, that's the VAPP law, also known as violence.
Did you get that?
Yes, I got it. So I'm trying to give. Yes, I heard you very well.
Did you hear
I'm hearing
me?
you. Yes, I heard.
Are you still with me?
Yeah. I'm very much with you.
Okay, go ahead, ma'am.
Hello? Yes, I said the VAPP law, also which is known as Violence Against Persons Prohibition Law. Let's start with the act. You know, it was promulgated in 2015 by the National Assembly under the leadership of President Goodluck Jonathan, who was the president at that time. He passed it, and you know, the goal of the act is to eliminate violence in private and public life. That's to prohibit all forms of violence against persons and to provide maximum protection and effective remedies for victims and of punishment of offenders, you know. And this the good thing about this Bible is that it's for both men and women. It is not just for women alone. And then states were encouraged to, you know, to domesticate it. And those states, being one of those leading states that believes in, you know, gender friendly environment, you know, enacted our law first in 2018. But because of some lacunas and some areas that needed some touches, it was brought back to the house by Her Excellency Mrs. Betsy Obaseki to include the management committee and other functions in 2021. So since then, the law has been enforced, and uh, both committees are domiciled in the Ministry of Social Development and Gender Issues, chaired by Her Excellency Mrs. Bessie Obaseki. So that's the history of the law in those states. Hello? I hope you got all I said.
Okay, thank you very much. Now,
Okay.
this law, like we have seen it, violence against persons is not
Yes.
a law only for women
At
or a
all.
law only for men. It
Yes.
is for everyone. That's why it
Mm-hmm.
is a violence against persons prohibition law. So it's not a
Yes.
law that supports only women or a
No.
law that supports only men.
Yes.
Very
That's the
good. So can
beauty
you
of this.
educate us more on
Yes.
that? Because
Yeah,
it's
that's
not
the
a
beauty of
women
this.
thing.
Yes, that's the beauty of this law. You know, most men feel that women are mainly the victims. So even though they are also victims, they have this is it a shyness or the shame of reporting violence against them. But the, you know, constitution has made us know that both men and female have equal rights. There's no right limiting the male or limiting the female. Your right is your right. So that's why this VAPP law came into force, to protect both male and female, because there are sometimes some women are more violent than the men in the relationship. So this law will support the man and support the woman, whoever is right. That's what this law is all about. It was enacted as a result of many gender-based violence, whether by man, whether by woman, whether by boy, whether by girl, and human rights. You know, then human rights abuses that happen in Nigeria, using Edo State as a case study, which includes rape, marriage of spouse, maiming of spouse, forceful ejection from house, forced isolation, acid bath, killing, drug, you know, abuse and all that. So this law covers all aspects, and it protects both male and female, not just the women folk. Although some men still believe that this law is just for female, because it's because the women report more. You know, we women, we know how to report. It is part of us. You know, we just anything that happens to us, when some are serious, some are not too serious, but we just bring it. This is what happened to me, or this is why I want justice. But the men will be taking so much emotional, verbal violence, because it must not be physical. Sometimes it must not be physical, it can be emotional, it can be psychological. Most times some men pass through this by constant nagging, constant oppression and suppression by their spouses, their wives, but they keep quiet. Even sometimes violence, abuse is physical violence, because some of these women are stronger than their husband. So you can see that it has to cover both male and female, and this is what this law is talking about. That men can report violence, women can also report violence. Hello? So I don't know if I may continue. And their own network has gone bad.
Going
Hello?
through violence, and because of that, their businesses are not doing well. How can the law be of benefits, especially to some women, because they no longer concentrate in doing their businesses? We have people who have been battered. We have spousal battery. We have physical and sexual abuse survivors. How can the law be of benefit to this set of persons so that they can move on and do their businesses and do the things that they have learned to do?
Yes, thank you. Although I didn't get the beginning of that question, but I think I know where you are getting at. So, like we know, this violence against persons prohibition law, it's very innovative, it's proactive and standardized to meet with current international trends and best global practices. So, when whether men, okay, I'm talking about women now. When they face this violence, the VAPP law is criminalized. It's criminal offences, and the High Court acts jurisdiction over all VAPP law cases, and most times they give preference to them in court. But the survivor, let me say, start with the victim or survivor, needs to first of all report. If you don't report, you cannot get solution. It's when you report that will not draw the attention of the perpetrator to the fact that physical violence is an offense, like indecent assault, that's injuring on another person, that it is 6 months imprisonment or 100,000 naira fine, or even both. So when they are aware of all these penalties, I'm sure it will guide them against this kind of actions. And inflicting an injury by blow or weapon on another person, that is 5 years imprisonment, 5 years imprisonment, or 300,000. Sometimes when we write petitions, especially when the perpetrator or the respondent that is refused to respond to us, we petition to the police, state CID, or AIG Zone 5. We petition to them, and then most times we end up settling the matter or going over there, because they did not come to us, because we believe that violence is very bad, or it's not supposed to be encouraged in a marriage, but we still believe that these things can be settled, because something led to it, except when it's excessive and when it's life threatening. No violence is good. We keep telling the men that it is not the beating that will stop your wife from doing some certain things. Instead of eating or touching a woman, you walk away. It's better to always walk away. There's nothing, in fact, it's the best thing to do, walk away, so that your temper will calm down. Because we believe that God gave us mouth as women to talk. Because if we don't talk, the men will not even be happy that we are not talking. So when we talk, I'm sure they know that we talk for a reason. And most times, they call us a weaker vessel.
So
So the men
it
should
is.
sometimes take
She
us
just
like that.
started by telling us that the law. Okay. Okay, you are back.
No, I was not
Okay,
the one that left. You were the one that left.
oh, really?
Yes. Your net
I
is like
thought
the
it was
network
in
is
network.
no. My network is just stable.
Okay, okay,
Yes,
okay. So please
yes.
continue. Please continue. Okay.
So I don't even know. Like, can I get what you got from what I said before, so I can know where to continue from?
Okay, you told us that the law has been the law, this 2021 law has been is a new innovated law, and that the law is criminalized, and that before people can benefit from the law, they have to report first
Yes,
before you
yes,
can find solution and
yes.
the
Because if you
perpetrator.
don't report, you will not
So
know
that's
that you
where
had
I
such
got
an
to before I think I
issue.
was logged out. Sorry.
Okay, yes. Okay. So of a truth, if we don't get reports, maybe report of rape now, report of rape, then we
So
need
did
to
you get that
follow.
now? Okay.
Sorry, a call came in. Maybe as first responder, or maybe as first responder, when a case of rape comes to us, immediately we start acting. We take the victim to sack center.
Okay, so I'm back now. So please, anytime you don't see me, just continue. I will find my way back so that we don't keep
Oh,
having these glitches.
oh, okay, okay, no problem.
Is the next.
Yes. So so I was talking about when reporting makes us respond. That's why when an offence is committed, please kindly report on time, especially when it's an issue that has to do with rape, so that you will not destroy the evidence. You know how to secure evidence. And we keep telling them that, God forbid, a rape occurs. It's not our prayer, it's not our wish, but the evidences must not be destroyed. Immediately report so that all the evidences will be gathered. And if the evidences are gathered, that's where we'll be able to get the maximum punishment for the offender. Otherwise, you end up giving maybe some few years of imprisonment, some terms of imprisonment, instead of the life imprisonment for rape. Because it's High Court that handles rape issues, and VAPP law, all VAPP law cases are from at the High Court. So when they are reported on time, you will get maximum justice. But when you kill some of the evidences, like true, because of shame, you wash your bodies, you burn maybe the materials, the undies or whatever that was torn, you wash them, and or you burn them. That means you have destroyed all the evidences. If somebody really wants justice, it's always good to keep evidence, because law has to do with evidence. No matter how strong your matter is, without evidence the court can do but nothing. So we must always be ready to give the necessary evidence and the necessary help available to the prosecutors. Even when it comes to domestic violence, it's easy to it's easy to take the matter up when there are bruises over, not when you're pretending that you hit yourself on the wall and that was why you came out. We have had situations where I think a situation where someone came and we discovered that the man had so many teeth bites on his body. That's also violence against that man. They don't say he was not even the one that reported. The wife reported, but at the end of the day, we had to indict the wife because they are ashamed to say my wife did this to me. My wife is the one beating me. So women are stronger than men. So it's always better to open up instead of dying in silence. So
Okay, and that's what we started with when we said this is a violence against persons prohibition law. It is not a law for women alone or a law for men alone. You can imagine the examples she just gave. A woman was the one who came to report that she was being assaulted by her husband. And when the case started, there was not evidence that it was the man who was at the receiving end, and the woman became indicted at the end. So that's what we are talking about, benefits of this law. Benefits of this law. The benefit is that it is there for the women and it is there for the men. So please, our speaker, we want to talk about how it affects businesses. The reason why our MSMEs are in business is because they want to grow and they want to scale their businesses. But some persons are into this domestic abuse, and it has impeded their growth. You can imagine a woman or a man who is being constantly abused and she's in court. She's no longer thinking of how her business can grow. What she's thinking of is how to save herself first. So how can the law be of benefit to these women whose businesses are going down because they are going through abuse by a spouse?
not accept. It cannot be an issue to you. Do not accept abuse. First of all, let your spouse know that you do not accept abuse. Whether your husband or your wife, you don't accept abuse. Don't accept it. Because it is what you accept. Because sometimes they start with just maybe a minor slap. Sorry, I didn't mean it. The next thing they push you. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean it. And then somebody will now say, what happened to you? Oh, I was just walking through the door. I hit myself. Don't cover abuses. Don't pretend that all is well. It is when you speak out, that's when you even get solutions. Some of these businesses, some partners, they forbid their wives from working so that they will be financially dependent on him or her, and that is also an offense. And that's, in fact, it's 3 years imprisonment under the VAPP law for forceful financial dependence. It's 3 years imprisonment or 500,000 naira as fine. So you ensure that you take care of yourself. Before you married, you were a person. Yes, it's good to say when a man or woman, they marry, become one flesh. Yes, biblically, yes. But please still remain yourself. Anything that you know it is beneficial to you, Don't let anything stop it. Don't accept violence. That's the first thing. Don't accept it. I don't know how many people persons are here, because to me I feel I'm a very happily married woman, but marriage is not by force. Don't pretend that all is well. When all is not well, report so that you can get help. You can get help maybe from a psychologist, maybe from anywhere, if the marriage will still work, because it takes two to tango. Marriage is not for one person. It's not for one person to be pushing it while the other one is trying to move back. No, just try, and sometimes if you feel, yeah, the violence is too much, you can as well try and solve it yourselves. But if you cannot, speak out. Speak out. Don't die in silence. Don't die in silence. And don't be taking so much injuries on your bodies and pretending all is still well, because you want to be called a missus, or because you want to still remain a husband to a woman. No, no, it is not right. I know somebody that was complaining how the wife will hit him at any slightest opportunity. So it goes both ways. It is not something you take, because when you take it the first time, it will continue. Always reject violence. Always. At all times, reject violence. And anything that will, and always show the line of peace. Always show the line of peace. If maybe your husband is that hot-tempered person, when you know that the thing is going to get emotionally charged, you kindly, you step aside, you shift. Don't go and meet him, beat me now, and think that you can beat him back. Don't preempt him into taking the physical assault, because some women also I know, I saw one, and the woman was the one that caused it. I'm not saying violence is good, and I can never support it, but the woman heard the man's shed and was hitting the man and was insisting that the man beats her, and the man had to do, in fact, in that anger, the man was so brutal, and we were so angry with the man. In fact, the man was even taken to the police station, before the wife would now say, no, it was not we don't want you to arrest him, we just want you to tell him not to do it again. Sometimes you need to take drastic action. You need to take drastic action. Sometimes we want to take matters far. They will not say, no, please, it's not police, don't call police inside. Just call him and warn him. Well, sometimes this way will not just take warning, they need hot hands. Yeah? So it is for you to accept what is good and for you to reject what is evil. Violence is not good. Don't accept it. Don't take it. Don't cover for it. Don't cover. I don't think that it is good to, because some people have heard a few occasions where some women feel is when their husband beats them that they love them. That is, in fact, that is fallacy of the highest order. Beating cannot be love. When somebody loves you, in fact, he treasures you. In fact, anything that even mosquito comes near you, you see how the man will be feeling. Oh, why now? Even why mosquito? Not to talk of using physical violence or using instruments to sort of distort your bodies, and you say that is love. In fact, that's the wrong form of love. That's the wrong form of love. So it is not acceptable and should not be acceptable by anyone, not by man or by woman. It's better you live a marriage with your head high than leave it without your head, maybe 6 feet under. And I say it for both men and women. Only few men report to us about violence, but it's an organization with few that has that supports women and children. But some men do report, and then we take it up on the women. We don't support what is wrong. If the woman is wrong, we let her get it. So
Thank you very much. Yes. I am getting your vibe. And if I hear you correctly, the first thing I hear you say now is reject violence. Do not take any form of abuse. Verbal abuse, whatever form of abuse. Just tell yourself, I do not take any form of abuse. I am not here to be abused. But people need to be educated. You know that just now you said, oh, you are married to an Isha man. In Isha land, they will say, oh, itikuno. I don't know whether you heard me in Isha language, what that means. They say a woman is like when you dump refuse, anything. So a woman to take whatever it is that is dished on her plate. Then we're talking about this violence prohibition law saying that do not take abuse. There
No,
was
don't take.
something I heard you say. Don't take it, yes. I heard you say something about forceful, what did you call that thing? When women are forced not to
Forceful
work.
financial dependence, yes, which is 5 years in 3 years imprisonment. Yes, you don't force somebody to be financially dependent on you, because there are some
Mm,
graduates that then that stop them from working. No, please don't work. I can be paying you your salary. No man can take care of your needs. So if you are not making your own money, like us, we are making our own money. We are working. I work in the house for assembly. So and I would not even want to hear don't work, because some of the things that we buy now, in fact, when they hear it, if not that we are the ones spending our money, I'm sure head would have been rolling. It's not easy to buy some of these things, all these things that we're wearing, because it's
I
our, we use
understand.
our money. That's the truth. So a man should not stop a woman from working, especially when you have gone to school, when you have a business IQ. Please do something. Do something to
Mm,
support yourself, and then to support the family. You are even a support system to the man when you are working. You are even a support
yes.
system. So man should not even make you say don't work, and then you feel that he's doing you a favor. It's harming you seriously. Because if you want a comb, if we have to be the one to buy it. If your friends come around to visit you, you have to collect money from him to get drinks. You know how terrible that is. So don't be, in fact, don't be financially dependent. Be financially independent. It is your right
Yeah.
as a woman. It's your right as a man. Be financially independent, and don't let anybody stop you from working. If you want to work, work. If you want something good, not something illegal, something good, good job, whether it's government, private, or wherever, but do something with yourself. Do something with yourself. Our women, do something with yourself.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So recently we had a case where a woman was physically assaulted, and this is a very intelligent woman. Before she married her husband, he was into a vibrant business. In fact, when she showed me her social media page, so I said, "What happened to you? How did you have all these skills?" And she said, I have to look after the children, I have to look after my home and all that and all that. And now, because of the way our internet system is and the way the world is, ICT has come to bring the world near. I said, so you can continue to do some online businesses, like you said, something legal.
Mhm.
But this
Mm.
woman is not doing anything. Is not doing anything, and so her level of vulnerability is very low. She no longer
Yeah,
has a voice.
you
She cannot
see.
even exercise the things she knows how to do. That's on one hand. When we have women who are doing very well in businesses, because they are doing very well in their business, the man is threatened.
Yes,
And
I
so the
become
man tries
intelligent.
to pull the
Mm.
woman down. Yes. He's trying to pull her down. He's trying to pull her down. And so these women are fighting not to be pulled down. And at the same time, they are trying to maintain their level in businesses. So that's why we brought about this topic. We can talk about benefits of this. So can you just outline some of these benefits for us? Because of network, our time is really fast spent. And if you have some
Yes.
questions you want to ask now, this is the time to keep rolling out our questions. So what are the benefits of this violence against persons prohibition law, so that our business owners can hear it? And so from there, we'll now talk about how they can access, how they can know about the law. Thank you.
I think the benefit has been intertwined in what we have been saying. At least you are sure that you have a right, you have your voice. And like you talked about the woman that decided to, because you see the one that she decided to be financially dependent on the man. The man met you working. It's not that he knew she was doing online business. and all that. Children should not stop you from, carrying out a lawful business. Are there not mothers that works in banks? I don't know mothers that have that are CEOs and all that. So must it be because you have children, so you want to do this with your because you have children, you can't do that, can't do that. There's a woman I don't want to mention, I won't mention name. The one is she sells food in the market, and like you said, the husband became threatened. Most times she will, because the man was always really threatening, she will gather money and give to the man, buy, the man will buy bag, the man, she will just gather money. And I told her one day, I said, when you gather money to give your husband again, let his family members know, because they not felt that she was only the one making it, the man was not making it. Meanwhile, the woman was giving the man money so that the man will live and be at peace in the home and all that. So later she now bought a property which I helped her to, to write the agreement on. Then she started building. Before you know, the man started getting envious again. So she also gathered some other money and informed the family member. The man became angry. How can she? Why would she go and tell the family that she's giving him money? I said, let him be angry. But now the family knows that you have been helping him. So that who seem as if you are the one taking his blessings, the one that doesn't know how to protect what you are giving to him. The woman now built a house. The next thing she got, she saw the man calling, didn't know that she was there, and wanted to, kill her. I told her quickly go to the police station and go and report. She went to the police station, she reported, they called the man. In fact, the man was saying, if you want to the police, my wife has not been giving me anything. In fact, if you see what the police did to him that day, they now made him sign undertaking. Since then, the marriage has been peaceful. Even with the intervention of the church, they couldn't do anything. But right now, and I told them the man doesn't want to go with you to your house, the house you have built, but he's building his own also. You can take your children, you can take care of your children, but right now the marriage has peace, because the man now knows that anything happens to her, and knowing that she has been a very helpful wife sef, not that she has been a liability, a woman that is so helpful. What the man used to do, the food she cooks, because she sells food, the man will eat all the meat in the food just to put her in trouble. But at least thank God the matter has been resolved amicably now. So the importance of this law is that it helps us, it helps both men and women to know their right, that they are protected, under many guys, whether it's frustrating evidence, whether it's FGM, whether it's female genital mutilation, whether it's rape, whether you want to compel somebody to do something wrong, because some men, they have strong hold over their wives. You can see some men, and maybe I don't know if you saw video most time, but you can see them say, go and help me do this, pretend to be this one so I can collect this money from somebody else, So make women do so many things. So make I even, make their woman, their wife believe that, oh, I didn't rape our daughter. It was the devil's work. And then you see the women covering up for their husbands, because when you make them to be so dependent on you, they feel that anything you say is the truth, and then you deprive persons of liberty. There are some, I think a lady called us some time ago that the man has gone out now, she wants to quickly call, the man does not allow her out of the house, a grown-up woman with children. Look at the fear in her, but we have been able to also resolve that one. So it really covers so many aspects of us, and it provides maximum protection and effective remedies for both victims and punishment of offenders. That's the benefits. Provides maximum protection and effective remedies for the victims. I thank God for the survivor, let's say the survivors, and also punishment for offenders. Some are life imprisonment, some are terms of imprisonment, some are including indecent dressing. Do you know indecent dressing is part of the VAPP law? Indecent dressing is part of the VAPP law. Most times, I know we keep saying, dressing should not be part of why a girl is raped, and that is the truth. But there are still some communities where the women don't wear anything. But should that make the girls to dress indecently? No. I'm dressing very well now. Don't I look pretty the way you're looking at me? And I'm seeing you are looking also pretty. Must we dress shabbily for us to know that we're attractive? No. That's why decent dress is also part of the VAPP law. Because it's not helpful for us to promote indecent dressing and then we say that is the reason the rape occurred or sexual assault and all. No. Please, we should not even encourage it. Even when we see our children doing it, we should stop it. Because what is wrong and what is right. So, I talked about emotional abuse and verbal abuse before. All those ones, because all of them are all terms of imprisonment. Because some men, most men are the ones that pass through this more in the hands of their wives. Because woman can talk from morning till evening if she's still angry with her husband or if she has issues. And that is a term of imprisonment for 1 year if you are sentenced. 1 year imprisonment or 200,000. You see all these offences, they go with term of imprisonment. But most time we just we just relax. I think there was one we had to do a test case with this Safi organization. The man threw his wife and children out of the home. Do you know we took the matter? The matter went to court before the man started begging, because this is if I say okay, deprivation from the home is very wrong. So the man had to be begging her before the woman said, okay, I think she will let the matter go. But at least the man now know that you can take me to court if I drive you, and maybe my husband drive me out of the house and I drive myself and the children out of the house. So where do you want us to go? Or maybe the woman is the one that owns the house, drove the husband and the children out of the house. All these are wrong, and they all carry terms of imprisonment. So, and then I think I'll talk about. Okay, let me just mention the sex offenders register for those for rape.
Okay, go ahead.
Somebody that has been sentenced to life imprisonment for rape. There's sex offenders register. I think it's in the Ministry of Justice. That's under Section 6 of the Violence Against Persons Prohibition Law. Because rape has many angles now. Unlike before, they would say rape is when when a man penetrates a woman. But right now there are very many ways to rape somebody now. So that's why this Bible is so innovative. And it's so standardized. You can rape by using a weapon, by using comb, by using spoon. You can rape with anything. Even with mouth, you can rape. So rape is life imprisonment. So you wanted to say something?
The question, I don't know if you can see it on the screen. Some people have been denied the privilege to sell their products in places where they did not join the so-called market union. Ma, what is the position on this?
That one is under it's in the Constitution. It's one of your fundamental human rights. Freedom of association. You are not supposed to be forced to join an association. So I don't know, some people join because they feel that it's a cover to them. But if you don't want to, you're not supposed to be forced to do it. You're not supposed to be forced to do it. It's just that most times people refuse to go to court to ensure their rights. Do you know this person can go to court and this person will get judgment in her favor? Because it is our right to choose where to belong to and which organization to join and which bodies not to join. But most times they won't do anything. They will not be using it against them. They will deprive them of selling maybe in a particular place. They will not tell them when something happened to you, nobody will come and all that. These are some of the reasons they even join all this market women and all that and all that. It's not a necessity. It's your, maybe they want to call it their civic duty because that's what they sell or what they do. But it is your own prerogative to join any association you want to join, and to refuse not to join anyone, because you have the freedom to do so. You understand? Under our constitution, you have the freedom to, no, a freedom of association, freedom of assembly, freedom, every, all the freedom that is agreeable to you. It is for you, not for another person. So if you want to join, okay. If you don't feel like, then just know that you are removing yourself from some of these things that they feel that they are benefiting. And if you feel that they are not important to you, then why take it as something? And if you feel that they are trying to force you, you take it to court. But most times they will say, oh, litigation is expensive. Litigation is expensive. So they will not want to bother themselves. Is it not to pay? How much is it you say? Is it not to pay? Is it not 5,000 naira? They say we should be paying every year. So why should I not go to court? That's why I like foreign crime. They can go to court for 10 naira to be sure that what they said was right. But here, they prefer to let go and just let it keep spoiling and spoiling and spoiling. You are not supposed to be forced to join any association. You can decline. It is your right. So,
Ovie
yeah.
was the one that asked that question. I hope you got the answer to that. That we have freedom of associations. So these people have a right not to join the association, and they can still do their businesses, because we are talking to business people. Such a person will go and sit down and talk and say I not fit join association, I not fit do their business again, go sit down for house. So you can still just what she's telling you. But our mindset is that, oh, it's too expensive. Man, you fit, not even bother. That's why we do not seek justice. So these people can
Yes.
seek justice. There is a place in law that supports you, that you have freedom of association. You can decide to join or you can decide not to
Yes.
join. Thank you very much.
And
Another one, then, he
okay.
said, does this VAPP law involve bus drivers and taxi conductors? If you are familiar with the road that leads to Sakomba and Saple Road Junction along First, you will notice that there are a lot of young boys that are always harassing bus drivers to pay money. If I board a bus from my junction going to First Junction by Saple Road, the number of talks that would collect money from one driver will get up to 5 or more. And it is very surprising, even with these drivers. So she's asking, is there a law against this kind of thing? People are working for their daily bread, and some other people are extorting them.
You know, I won't say it's a law, because you know, this has to do with local government. And local government, I don't know if there's any law that's in place. But you know, most of these collections, it is not even by the local government. You know, there are some all these I think there are some drivers welfare. Well, some of these things that the drivers welfare and I don't know, maybe one of these associations or wherever they join, you know, or they just want to extort money from them. And most of these people, they will not want to say no. You are supposed to say, why am I giving you this money? What is it for? And they cannot give you cogent reason. You don't give, but most times they will not want to also do the right thing too. So you also have, let me just give, so that I can be at peace. You know, that's also harassment. You can report. Go to police station to go and report, then go to court to ensure your rights. It's not that you are supposed to be collecting so much from you. Let them show you where the law is, what the law says. Is there a law to back what they are collecting? Is there a law that tells you that this one can take, this one cannot take? You know, because those are also violence against other persons too. So you can also go to court for such issues. But like I keep saying, people would prefer to let sleeping dogs lie in our country than raise dogs. They'll say, is it not one naira? Let me just give them, you know. But you don't question why they collect. And because you feel that they are agbero, you are afraid instead of reporting. When you report one, when you report two, but another thing, these are kind of crime when you report, the other people will not see, they will not be using it against, they will not be victimizing that person, and this person refused to join this association, this person is the one that is supporting up and down, because with so many things, all of this our communal living, we think of so many people, so many things, we don't think on how to ensure that our right counts. That's what we should be more concerned about, not paying money here, paying money there. The state government is not really into this kind of touting activities anymore, collecting money here and there. When you report to the state government, you discover that these monies don't go to them. It is people there that are just harassing the person that sells, or maybe whoever is around that area. And those people can be arrested too if they are reported. In fact, it will be a very good avenue for police to also get some of them arrested. That's if they are willing to, report them.
Okay, so it's about one hour now. We want to round up, but there's a very interesting question here. Can a man be raped? Can a man be raped? Somebody is asking. Can
Yes.
a man
You know why? Yes, you know why some men feel they cannot be raped. I want to, because the way a man's makeup is, that their third leg, their male organ is very sensitive. They may not initially want to, have a sexual intercourse with someone, but they can be compelled to do so, because that's their organ speaks for them. It's not that it's their mind, but that one will just be doing his own. They just be doing. So a man can be raped. There's nobody. That's why they said violence against person. A man can be raped, like a young, like a boy. I think the boy was 11, while the uncle's wife started raping him. 11 to 14 years old. So when the boy now reported, the boy now became depressed, was no longer himself, he was just growing, because he started, you know. So it was when he got to the village, he now informed his grandmother, because his mom is outside the country. He informed his godmother that the uncle's wife has been raping him. Lo and behold, when the boy came, we said, oh, this boy must get justice, because they felt because it's a woman we should just keep calm. No. So we now wrote a petition to the police. Getting to the police now, the police now said, I think they were now saying, oh, why would the boy organ raise? You get what I'm saying? So why would the boy respond? We now said, that boy is a small boy. Oh. He's a child. In fact, he's a child. It's rape of a minor, whether man or woman, whether it's a little girl you are raping, it's a boy. She was raping, the woman has been arrested. We didn't bother to say whether the police are not saying, it's your gender now, and she even has a baby. I said, what about the rights of that child? Because if we don't help this boy, he will believe that that is the way to go. We didn't want that boy to live that life like that, and he's happy for it. And the husband of the woman was very, very cooperative too, very cooperative. He supported the nephew to the latter. So a man can be raped, but like I said, they will not want to say that they were raped. They say, how can I go and say they raped me? Oh me. People now will say, see, this is a man that reported that a woman raped him. Can a woman rape you? You, woman rape you? A man can be raped. So, and it's the same offense. So it's the same offense when
It's
all the
the same
evidences are gathered.
It's the same offense. So that's why we say this law is called Violence Against Persons Prohibition Law. It is not against
Yeah,
only
male or
women,
female.
male
No,
or
no, no, it's not.
female.
It's not violence against women. It's violence against persons.
Yes, against persons. So we are asking people to speak up. If you know that there is
Yes.
any violence that is being done to you, the first thing, like she has said to us today, is that you must report. Then make sure you gather evidence, because without evidence, nothing really can be done. If you
Yeah.
destroy your evidence, nothing can be done. A woman once came to me and the daughter was raped. And we really need to do a lot of sensitization. You know what she said? She said, immediately I just see him. Hell, I feel carry water, I pour for him body, I carry and go back to I bath farm. Where? Hell, I use hot water to bath am. I say, man, you
That
destroy
he has
the
washed away all the evidences.
He
Everything
said,
and wash it
no,
away.
he said, when he do everything before we come go police, I say, hell, you don't wipe the evidence. He said, I don't know. Now the way when I see him, as he come, I not feel looking for face. Now I say, make I back him. So you see, a lot of awareness raising needs in this
Yeah.
thing. She even knew she needed to report, but she did not know that in doing that
Now she
thing,
needed,
she
yes,
destroyed.
she needed to take the child just the way she was, raped to the
Yeah,
station,
to the
yes.
police. That case never actually found the light of day because the evidence was destroyed. The evidence
Yeah.
was destroyed. Every other thing was pointing to the fact that these people were guilty, but we had no evidence to pursue it. So
Yeah.
once it is good for us to report, but before you report, make sure you keep your evidence intact. Make sure now, for I don't want us, the time is already up. If not, I would have said our judicial system, when people report, people have lost faith. The case is lingering on for years. The person keeps coming to court, they don't tire. That's another reason why people don't report. But that story is for another day because our
No,
time is really
that's a story for another day. But we normally we have response for issues like that. Now, when we had the rape of a girl, a child of 15 months, that's 1 year, 3 months, by the father, because we still believe it was the father. Although we couldn't get conviction, it was such matters was it was virtually every day we were going to court. But we couldn't, the court couldn't hold the husband to it because the woman has the wife didn't know the daughter was raped, a small girl like that with all the crying and all. She has taken the child to her grandmother's place, her mother's place, who is the child's grandmother, and it was when the grandmother was beating the child, why we were still able to even arrest the man, was because it was a baby. She was 1 year, 3 months, that's 15 months old baby. So her private part was like, it was like that of an adult. So anybody, even though you have watched and all, the private part was still so, in short, the police people, the policemen, they were all crying. The doctors were crying. We had to keep the man, they had to keep the man in prison for the duration of the case because but we couldn't hold the man to it because the mother was very careless and quite not so responsible because she didn't know that something has happened to her daughter, so they could not pin the rape. The judge said yes, the child was raped, but where? She cannot say that it's not the man because they didn't discover it at home. You understand? So the matter was just, we felt so bad. That's but rape cases usually they take it up seriously. They don't waste time. Even VAPP block cases, it doesn't take time in court. But like I said, most people
yeah.
refuse to
Okay.
report, and then frustrating evidence. Sometimes the police can stall it before it gets to the TPP because it's violence against persons prohibition law, which is being handled by the High Court. It has to go to the state CID. When you get to the police, the state CID legal OC legal, we have to send the file to the Ministry of Justice for advice. And then the Ministry of Justice have to check if they can advise properly from the evidence gathered by the police. So if the police did not do their job, well, the Ministry of Justice cannot do anything about it. And even if the matter go to court, it will be difficult to prove some of the substances. That's just it. It's not the judiciary. And then lawyers, because there are many cases in court.
Okay.
So many cases in court. Sometimes the judge will have more than 220. So it's all right. Maybe some other time we'll continue for more this.
Thank you for this enlightening statement. Thank you so much. Yes. Very enlightening. We didn't get to hear what happened to that child. You said you could not.
No, we could not. We didn't win. We didn't win it. The man was discharged and acquitted, then released from prison. But the woman took the child out of Benin and changed her name to her own name and said the father is no longer the father. So that's okay, and that was fine by us. So that was what happened later.
Told me there are a lot of cases waiting for you to attend to. Thank you for this 1 hour. I'm sure some of us needed to hear what we had to hear today because no seek justice. And she has told us that the judicial system and everything is there to help us, especially the law, is to our own benefits. And it's not only to benefit women, it's not only to benefit men. And she has also said to our business women that forcing you to sit at home, forceful financial dependence is against the law. You can seek to be free from it. A woman has a right to work, a man has a right to work. Forceful financial dependence is against the law. And so we say thank you so much for joining us. Thank you for sharing your time and your wealth of experience. We are very grateful you took out this time, your busy time, to share with us. Thank you very much. So Genius Hub, we will continue with our summer school trainings. These are our rich. We bring our children and we begin to train them from being children. I was in one school once and I was children. Did you see men and women? You know, a child growing up thinking that violence is normal. He said, a woman, man, this woman is that not normal, man. Now everything is that. That's what the child said to me. He has grown to discover that his father is always beating his mother, and for him it is normal. He did not even know that it is wrong. He said that's not normal, man. Everything. So this is a platform where we educate our people, where we talk to our children. We have children coming to summer school now. We do a lot in our summer schools. Bring your children, expose them this holiday. So until we meet you again next week, it is goodbye from all of us at Genius Hub. Thank you very much to our guests. Thank you and thank you all. Bye. Follow us on all our social media handles.
Welcome to Genius Hub, the right destination for human capacity development, skills acquisition, and empowerment. Genius Hub is a human capital development organization with offices across Nigeria and Africa, and with a strong presence in Lagos, Kano, Edo, and Rwanda. With a vision to improve lives and empower knowledge, Genius Hub prides itself in providing services and training to over 17,000 persons in over 49 TVET entrepreneurship, employability, and digital skills, such as basic literacy skills, graphics design, website development, digital marketing, filmmaking, and many more. Genius Hub is committed to promoting MSME growth and visibility through incubation, acceleration, startup development services, as well as tech-driven interventions, including training and capacity building in digital marketing, basic digital literacy, product photography, social media marketing, financial management, search engine optimization, and more. Through NYTV, Genius Hub reaches out to train aspiring creatives in the areas of photography, cinematography, editing, lighting, and many more.